Julio Foolio, born June 21st, 1998, was involved in an ambushing by rival street members Sunday morning in Tampa. What was supposed to be a celebration weekend for the rapper's birthday turned into the worst thing imaginable, all due to social media. Julio Foolio and his crew rented an Airbnb for the weekend. As once arriving to the B&B, Foolio posted this to his Instagram story, inviting everyone to come to his pool party.
Hey, the pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address or DM Foolio booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here. We just got here, bruh. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party. Push up at 5:30, man. Push up at 5:30, man. We finna get everything right. Push up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, man. It's up.
The party inside of the Airbnb only lasted 2 hours. Foolio would share the inside of the party, showing everyone on his Instagram that there was drinks involved as well as women. Now the girls are giggling in the Instagram story, thinking everything is funny. Meanwhile, his ops were planning, as this was the first mistake of many for Foolio, showing millions of followers, including his ops, his every single move, showing that he won't even be 100% if anything were to go down due to the activities that he's doing. Then an hour later into the party, the police then arrived to the Airbnb, calling the landlord of the home. He would eventually kick Julio Foolio and his crew out of the Florida crib. Foolio would once again go to his Instagram story, posting his next move. This would be none other than a poster for a nearby club, telling everybody on his Instagram story again to pull up to the club, while also revealing the literal address of the club on the poster, almost as if he's trying to break the record on social media for the most locations dropped to his ops in one weekend. Once arriving to the club, he would then post to his Instagram again, sharing exactly where he was sitting inside of the club, going into the upstairs lounge. However, Julio knew that his ops was watching, as he would state in the video that he is 20 deep.
We came deep for my birthday, man. Everybody coming up the stairs. Over the couch, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We deep as 20 deep. Lit everywhere we go.
Giving the ops plenty of time to get together, figure out a plan, and scope out the scene where Julio's been at and partying. Now, taking action on this particular day of the 23rd of the month is very important to the ops, but more on that later. Now, when Julio Foolio and his crew were done at the club, they all gathered into the parking lot while his manager figured out a place to stay. He ended up scoping out a nearby Holiday Inn located down the street, and they began heading over. When arriving to the Holiday Inn, they all once again sat in the parking lot, gathered, and figured out what was going to happen during the night. Sources nearby claim that everything was silent. This was, however, until 3 cars filled with rival street members all came down the street with their headlights off, targeting Julio's crew with firearms, as a source would claim that there was 2 particular members that were pulling up on Julio's crew that were running around vehicles trying to only find Julio Foolio, as when they located Julio, you can then guess what obviously happened then. This was a clear retaliation against Julio, especially because it was the 23rd of the month, as 2 years ago, Julio Foolio dropped his hit track titled When I See You, mocking the passing of rival street members that are with Young and Ace. As in the song, he also mocked Young and Ace for losing a lot of his brothers. As in the lyrics, Julio raps, "Went out to eat on his birthday, 4 hit, 3 passed in the worst way. He kept dissing on me, now he's hitting 23. Now in the present year of 2024, those same ops retaliated on Julio's birthday, that is celebrated on the 23rd day. In the retaliation, there was 4 people hit, just like Julio mocked Young and Ace for with his crew, as further proving the retaliation by Young and Ace's crew against Julio Foolio. Not longer than 8 hours after the incident went down, it would then be reported Young and Ace dropped Do It, a direct diss track at Julio Foolio after his passing earlier today. Meanwhile, Young and Ace's right-hand man shared on his Instagram an old tweet from King Von reading, "Game over, we won, stupid." However, the story gets even crazier from here, because 1 month ago, Julio Foolio did an interview speaking on the beef in Jacksonville with Young and Ace, where he would go on to reveal that there was a song that was supposed to be made with one of the rival street members, with both groups coming together to stop all of the crime that's going on in Jacksonville.
No record, y'all probably didn't know this. Even though I said what I said, bro, me and J.Breeze supposed to be doing a Stop the Violence song. We probably gonna get that shit in motion. on and just get that shit out the way for the kids, for the youth and shit. And yeah, we gotta make this look better, man.
You and J. Breezy have a Stop the Violence record coming.
Yeah, that shit, it's talked about. I DM'd him about it. My big cousin wrote him about it too. He said he with it, I'm with it. But basically right now we trying to find a beat.
Now this made many upset because the entire situation could have been avoided. However, rappers and celebrities in the industry have a lot of different thoughts, especially Charleston White, as he would go on to react sharing.
And everybody saying, man, what you think about this? Well, all I'm gonna say is, man, that works hard to die. Did he earn this here? And goddamn it, should nobody be sad? Way that lived and talk gangster? Should nobody be sad what did happen to Julio Fulio? One thing we know about it, he didn't go to heaven.
That ain't good, wasn't it?
Yeah, now one thing about it, he ain't in heaven. Nah, wait, that boy, listen, he had all the time in the world to apologize to them people. He was going to the graveyard, rapping at the graveyard. Man, that was making people mama cry. It's some people relieved, wiping their forehead saying, "Ooh, Lord, thank you." And then there's some people crying, saying, "Oh, we gonna miss one leg, one foot."
As Charleston White is stating that Julio is not going to heaven for one specific reason, as the reason could also be the reason that Julio Fulio passed away. It all revolves around Young and Ace's best friend, ATK Mitch, because in April of 2022, officers saw Julio driving in a Dodge Durango with an illegal window tint. They would go on to pull over Julio to ask questions. When suddenly a prosecutor showed up, things would get very odd. The prosecutor searched Julio's vehicle illegally. He told the officers even who he was and why his windows are tinted, but they didn't care. After hearing who Julio was, he was taken immediately into the cops' patrol car, and he was immediately questioned about the passing of ATK Mitch, a rival street member against Julio Fulio and a close friend of Young and Ace.
Alright, so I ain't want to bring it up, I know you're going to be upset. Mitch, there's some text I want to talk to you real quick about what happened to Mitch.
How long that's gonna take?
Not that long, depends on you. They're just gonna ask what you know about what happened.
Now, once he was taken into the car, Julio knew he would be questioned, and he was quickly taken in to be interrogated.
All right, the reason why I'm here, I am lead on your friend's case.
Who?
You have a friend who recently got killed?
A lot of friends that.
Recently? Mitch?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm lead on that. I don't know how close you guys were. Can you kind of give me a, just rundown on y'all relationship when y'all met? How long y'all been partners or whatever?
The detectives started looking up who Julio Fulio was and how him and Mitch would have known each other, as they would then go on to ask where Julio was at the time of ATK Mitch's passing.
He used to come to my mama's house. I used to stay on the corner. He would come over there, show his, support.
What type of work do you do?
I'm an artist.
You're an artist? Okay. As far as Mitch go, what are you hearing?
Nah, really, I was in Miami when I heard the news, you know what I'm saying? I was down making music, and I saw posting on Instagram, Mitch, everybody, the whole Jacksonville, Mitch.
The detectives still had nothing on Fulio. However, they knew that he was involved with Mitch's passing, and they tried fishing for any information that they could against him. But Fulio continues to tell the detectives that he doesn't know anything, even though it's pretty obvious that he did.
Guys, if you may know or hear something, that'd be helpful as well. Because if you know his mom, you can sit up there and call his mom, then I'm pretty sure you would want her to have some answers as well.
My little brother, I don't know who did. I don't know. I ain't here. That's what I'm saying. You will never know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. No, I just heard it. They say little brother. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Miami at the time though.
You ain't tired of that, man?
Yeah.
While Fulio is shutting down any involvement in Mitch's passing, they would go on to ask Julio's music and why there is so much crime around him, as the detectives are starting to get very angry, knowing that Fulio has literal crimes that he has committed inside of his music, where he is confessing to several serious issues. Meanwhile, Fulio in the room is saying nothing.
Do you think that your music or your ways or the way you conduct yourself through your music had anything to do with him?
Nah, cause even before I was rapping, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say it's my music, that's why somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, do you think it influenced someone or triggered someone, like the way y'all going back and forth with this? Do you feel that way?
Nah, a song can't make no go do nothing, bro.
As while this is obviously the street code, you say nothing to the police and you keep everything within your own group, this left many angry with Julio Foolio on lying to the police about a serious matter. ATK Mitch has a family, and they would love to know what seriously happened to their own. But now also in 2024, with the passing of Julio, many are looking at the ATK Mitch situation to be the reason that Julio was targeted in Tampa.